So, as you know, the one who broke his fast by the sexual intercourse, that's haram. Sinful sexual intercourse that broke his fast that he was obligated to fast. So, first, he has to free a slave. If unable, then he fasts for 2 months, 2 consecutive months. If unable, then he feeds 60 poor Muslims. Okay, so quickly here. This is immediate. Okay, immediate. The kaffarah, we're talking about kaffarah here. The kaffarah is due immediately. So, as for number one, this is something he's able to do while Ramadan is still in. He doesn't have to wait for Ramadan to finish to free the slave. So, he does it immediately if he's able to. If he's unable to, then he goes to the next one, which is to fast for 2 months. This fasting for 2 months, when does it start? This is also immediate, but it's going to be, first of all, number one, it's going to be after he makes up the day that he invalidated. So Ramadan is going to finish. Then there's going to be the Eid. Can't fast on the Eid. Then it's going to be the next day after the Eid. That day after the Eid, he has to make up what he missed, what he broke. Not start the 2 months yet. And those 2 months are not a makeup. Those 2 months are not a makeup. Those 2 months are a kaffarah, an expiation, or a cover up if you want. Then, after that makeup, he's going to do the kaffarah, the fasting here because he can't free a slave. If he starts now, like right after the Eid and then right after the makeup, yani, then he'll be able to finish those 2 months before the Eid comes because he can't fast on the Eid. And these 2 consecutive months, if you break them for any reason, you have to start over from the beginning. Now, what if he delayed and then he decided, okay, now I want to do my 2 months. I want to repent and get out of this and do my 2 months. But the Eid is going to come and interrupt my 2 months. So is he counted as he's unable or and therefore he goes to the next one, which is feeding 60 poor Muslims? No, that's not correct. Rather, he is considered able to fast according to what we learned is the meaning of being able to fast. He is. So he's still in number two. He's going to fast. So then he does wait for the Eid to pass, and then for the 3 days of Tashriq to pass, and then he does his 2 months. This is the correction that needed to be stated for you. So he will schedule it. That's what I told you the very first time. He will schedule it in such a way that he can do the 2 months without interruption. Then, if he cannot fast, if he's unable to fast, he feeds 60 poor Muslims. Do you have any question about this? But if there's no question about this, repeat the case. Okay. Yani, we're talking about the kaffarah for breaking the fast by sexual intercourse. When is this kaffarah due? Immediately. What is it? First thing is to free a slave. So, freeing a slave is something that can be done before Ramadan is even over. So, you're going to do it immediately. But if you are unable to free a slave, then the next step is to fast for 2 consecutive months. Fast for 2 consecutive months, meaning if you break it for any reason, you have to start all over again. Now, this one, when do you do it? First of all, you have to finish Ramadan. Then you can't fast on the Eid right after Ramadan. Then you have to make up the fast that you broke. And these 2 months are not a makeup. It's not a qada. It's a kaffarah. So you need to make up the fast that you broke in the first place. Then you start immediately with your 2 months. If you start immediately, then um, you'll be able to finish those before the Eid comes. But what if you didn't start your 2 months immediately, and then at some point, yani, the regret has overcome you, and the sinfulness that you carry, you cannot bear it anymore. So uh, so you want to start your 2 months so you can get it over with and repent and clear yourself. But then you said, well, if I start now, the Eid's going to come and it's going to interrupt my 2 months, and then I'm going to have to start all over. So what do you do now? Do you go to the next one, number three? No, not if you are physically able to fast. Not if you have the endurance for fasting. This is the correction being made right now to something said previously. If you have the endurance for fasting, then you must fast. So what you're going to do is wait. Let the Eid pass, let the days of Tashriq pass, and then start your 2 months. That's what I told you the first time. You're going to have to schedule that, which means put it at a time in which you can complete the 2 months. But it is immediate, though. I didn't tell you that the first time. It's immediate, so don't delay it. As soon as those days of Tashriq are over, start your 2 months. Then, if you can't do that, then feed 60 poor Muslims. So that's clear?